damn it, boy. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to another video, another daily upload. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Before we get started, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys that have been supporting the videos, watching the videos, and especially picking up the merch. The hoodies and the shirts have done very well. Initially, there was going to be a 50 hoodie run, and because we sold them so fast that we've opened up another 50 hoodies. If you're interested in one, there's a link in the description. Go pick one up. Thank you all so much for all the support that you've given me. Today we're going to talk about something that's a little bit different than normal. But before we get to the subject at hand that we're going to blab about, I've got a couple things I want to show you. One has to do with the EJ1. So I've got the yellow corners to match the yellow headlights on the EJ1, as well as I'm going to update you on what's going on with the EF. Tomorrow we're going to get back at working on the EF. So let's take a look at that. So for starters, you can notice that the EF is on the ground, and if you look closely, you can see there's some liquids underneath there. Yesterday I came here and I got fluid in the transmission. I got the car onto the ground. I also pressure washed the carpet, and I will show you some footage now. Clean. It's really dry already. Vacuumed it, sat in the sun for a few minutes. I finished putting the rest of the interior in, except for this door panel, because there's something going on with the window and the window regulator, which we will get to later. I have a manual cluster in there that I'm borrowing for the time being. Also, a lot of EF guys know about this. I have a DC Integra center console with the armrest in here. It's actually quite simple. It fits really well in the hatch. You just kind of have to drill a screw right here to bolt in where it normally goes. And on the other side, it screws in where it normally screws in. So it actually sits in here pretty tight. You know, got an armrest. Now, as far as the rest of the interior, I'm going to be working on a mod for that as well. The seat is obviously not going to stay in here. It was just to test drive the car yesterday, but it got so sketchy so quick that I couldn't really film it. I basically got out of the parking lot. The transmission shifts perfectly fine. The issue at the moment is that it's got no gas in it and the gas is old. It seemed to be running okay for a minute or two, and then it just basically kept sputtering out. So what I'm going to do is probably drain the tank, change the fuel filter, and put some fresh gas in it. I'm going to be at that tomorrow, as well as the power steering pump is puking fluid. I think I'm just going to remove the belt for the time being and see if that gets me by. I just want to see if I can get this thing on the road and drivable. However, it's also leaking from the radiator. I put water in it, and some of it has leaked out. I don't know, might have to swap a radiator out, not a big deal. So let's throw those corner lights in. I think that looks really good. So the subject we're going to talk about today, if you don't want to hear it, click away, is failure. And failure is something that is probably one of the most powerful things that I have in my toolbox. Now, what brought this subject up is that, you know, I've struggled over, you know, the years. It hasn't always been easy. It hasn't always been magic YouTube world. Certain YouTubers have really reached out to me and helped motivate me to move forward. By pushing me forward, it's allowed you guys to support me, watch the videos, you know, buy the merch, stuff like that. If it wasn't for those people behind the scenes, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here making these videos. I wouldn't be here talking to you now. And I definitely want to give a shout out to those YouTubers. So one of the biggest YouTubers that has helped push me forward is Zosh, as well as Dana from Young Static, or Young Static himself, La Tommy La, Chris Sadowski, VTech Academy, Sticky Diljo, Hunter Tuned, Lazy Man's Garage, Honda Vlogs. You know, a lot of these guys have talked to me and helped me out in some sort of way, one way or another. And, you know, if you can, go check their channels out, go subscribe to them, because they have a lot of great content as well. You know, I don't know everything. I'm not perfect, that's for sure. But really what brought this on is another YouTube channel called Refined Movement. You know, these guys, I really respect what they do. Basically it has an EG hatch project car. You know, he takes it to the track. He recently went through the whole process of finding a D16 Z6, swapping it in his hatch, you know, bought all these new parts, went through all this work and time, and then once he started the engine, the block was just knocking like a freight train, which is a horrible experience, and I felt so bad for him. You know, and the reason why I felt so bad for him is because I know that experience. I know what it's like to be there, to put all your eggs in this basket, to push all of your effort, all of your motivation, all of your, you know, hopes and dreams and excitement for this project you're working on, and all you want to see is it run and run right, and you know, you get a roadblock like that, like bam, smack in the face. Hey, everything that you did was pointless, you know. And trust me, I've been there. There's a lot of moments in life, especially with project cars, but a lot of other things in life as well, that will stop you in your tracks. You lose all motivation, you lose all that, you know, positive energy of you know, pushing forward and getting through the project. It just takes the wind out of your sails, and that is definitely a tough thing to deal with. It's a very challenging spot to be in, and I completely know how he feels. I reached out to them, you know, gave them my suggestions of, hey, you know, you should look to do this or do that. Really, the thing about failure is that failure will teach you more than anything else in life. You know, struggle and, you know, learning how to push through something, especially when you don't feel like it, will definitely teach you more than anything in life. That's definitely the main thing I'm trying to say. With Refined Movement and everything that he's going through, you know, this experience of having a, you know, bad motor after putting all this stuff in will teach him lessons that will forever pay dividends in the long run. The point that I wanted to make about this entire long drawn out discussion is that it can be very daunting when you get hit with a roadblock like that. You know, and you know, my suggestion to Refined Movement is to just don't let this get you down. It's a project car. These things happen. I've rebuilt transmissions that I had didn't work. I had to take it out 3 or 4 times, and on the 4th time, it finally got right. I don't know what it was. I've had, you know, engines go bad a week after putting them in. With my K-Series in particular, where the water temp sensor goes into on the K-Series for the swap, actually the thread stripped out. So, you know, that was a tough one to get by. I was able to JB weld it and fix it, but it was only because I had someone there to kind of help push me, like, hey, we can fix this. This can get done. And that's the other thing that I want to bring to you guys. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that probably have a project that's just on the edge of getting completed and finished, and you know, maybe something has happened, maybe it's taken your motivation away and the wind out of your sails. You know, I have a lot of new subscribers on the channel, and the whole reason for me starting this channel 5 years ago, 6 years ago now, is that, you know, was to motivate other people, was to show that these cars can be worked on and you can do it affordably, and it can be done. You know, a lot of people have reached out to me over time saying, hey, can you do a swap on my car? I'm not here to show you that I can work on your car. I'm here to show you how you can work on your car and how you can get your project running right and fix it so that you know what you're doing and it saves you money in the end. So I would really encourage you guys that if you've got that project, if you've got that car you've been working on, transmission you've been working on, you know, wiring, whatever it is, you can do it. It just takes the motivation and the positive thinking of saying, you know what, I'm gonna get this done. And there's been many times where I've had to say that to myself. I didn't want to get it done. I wanted to throw the thing in the dumpster. You know, I was like, just throw this car in the dumpster. Even the EF, you know what I mean? I thought there was a moment there where I wanted to throw it in the dumpster, but you know, it's about having that positive thinking and even having positive people around you that will help push you forward and motivate you to get something done, or to get it worked out, or to get it running right, or to get that thing switched out, changed out, whatever it is. So my whole point, and this is why I close out my videos with keep living your dreams, is basically a testament to, you know, keep pushing yourself. There's all kinds of people that, and they've said it to me, you can't do it. When I first brought up this idea of doing this YouTube channel to a couple of friends of mine, they laughed. They said, that's stupid. You can't do it. There's no point. Why are you wasting your time? And then even after doing it for 2-3 years, even after having 30,000 subscribers, 40,000 subscribers, I've been confronted by people, why don't you give it up? Why don't you quit? Why don't you just, you know, forget about this stupid stuff and, you know, go and, you know, do something else? You know, there was a lot of times that I thought about, you know, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe it's not working. Maybe it's not, you know, happening. Maybe I'm just not meant to do this. But I can tell you that that is the wrong type of thinking. If you push forward and you keep on doing what you do. Sure, there's gonna be lots of people to make negative comments and tell you, oh, that guy's stupid, oh, that guy's, you know, dumb, or whatever. There's gonna be lots of people that are second guessing you and your choices. But at the end of the day, you have to make the choice that's best for you. Live your dreams. You've got one life to live. What is the point of drudging on and doing things you don't want to do, or you don't want to be doing? Did it take some sacrifice to get me here today? Yes. Have I invested time and money that I will never get back? Yes. But at the end of the day, it's worth it because it's what I do, and it's who I am. And it's where I want to be. So I hope this long jabbering on subject didn't waste too much of your time. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video, clicking like, commenting below. You can always follow me on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can always get a hold of me through Instagram. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please hit subscribe. Please hit the like button. I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Peace out and keep living your dreams.